गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक, सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक, कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबदायक, कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबदायक, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता, मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता, विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता, विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे, मांगत योगी, मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे, बस ही श्री माता जी मानस मोरे, बस ही श्री माता जी मानस मोरे, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए 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 गणपति जगवंदन।
Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji, Uncle. Jai Shri Mataji to all our viewers. So anyone and everyone who is joining us for the first time, just to let you know, this is the fourth session in a series of sessions that we are doing with Avdut Uncle. So we are essentially covering his experiences of the time that he has spent with Mother, what he has felt, and what exactly is the interpretation of those experiences, and how can we connect in a better manner to with Mother and become better yogis. So that has been the whole point of creating these series of videos. If you have not watched the other three sessions, you can go into the description of this particular video. You'll find the link of those videos as well. You can listen to those videos as well. In today's session, we'll be talking about the importance and the understanding and how to go deeper in meditation. So with Mother's permission and blessings, I would like to start this session. Jai Shri Mataji, Uncle. You would like to start off? You would like to start off with a small silent meditation session?
Yes, we can just Mako yad karenge, just remember Srimatuji Nora.
Okay.
We will just slowly raise the Kundalini and put ourselves a bandhan. And I'll put our right hand on the heart. Pray to Shree Mataji. Shree Mataji, please come in my heart. Let my heart be so clean that I can see your feet in my heart. Let me see your feet in my heart. Let me worship your feet in my heart. Let me not be in illusions. Take me away from all the delusions. Keep me in reality. Take away the sheen of superficiality. Let me always feel your feet in my heart, in my heart. Let me always worship your feet in my heart. Mother, please come in my heart. And take down the hand. Keep our attention on Sahasrara. Let me just be a beautiful instrument in your hands, Mother. Let my surrender be total. Let me go above the shackles of ego and superego. If necessary, you can just massage your Sahasrara with your hand. So that your attention remains there. Just for some time. Let's feel Mother's silent presence in our Sahasraras. Jai Shri Mataji. We can just finish the meditation with the third mantra of the three Maha mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Okay.
After that session, full with vibrations, we'd like to move on to the next phase of this session. So,
Yes.
Uncle, we've spoken about your experiences with Mother, the time you spent with Mother, and I'm sure in your experience with Sarjuga, you would have encountered multiple experiences of or levels of meditation as well, Uncle. So we just wanted to translate your experience to people who are listening as well, Uncle. So to move forward from here, Uncle, I just wanted to ask a very simple question. What is meditation? What is it all about? And what would be your advice if somebody wants to go deeper into meditation? What would be your advice? What would be the direction from your side? What you would have learned from Mother and other yogis till date, Uncle, as per your experience?
Last time we had talked about for the replying the question how to meditate. We had said that there is no method in Sahaja Yoga. There is no, we cannot say you do A, B, C, D, E, F, G and finish, you reach the Sahasrara. It's not like this. But there are some parameters we have to take into consideration. Those parameters are to be, whenever possible, to be imbibed in our personal lives. Now we have seen some of those parameters. Now, this time you will see the last and the most important parameters is of Sri Ganesha. Sri Mataji, as we know, has created us. She has given us birth exactly as Sri Ganesha, without the father. And he knows only his mother. He does not know anybody else. If anybody wants to go deep into this Ganesh principle, there are three talks which really impressed me. Of course, all of the talks on Sri Ganesha are very, very, very good, but these three particularly, I heard them quite a number of times. First is the Muladhar and Mahamaya, Muladhar and Mahamaya, April 85, Birmingham. Then Sri Ganesh Puja, 4th August 85 in Brighton. And the third is the Sri Ganesh Puja, September 1986, San Diego, USA. There is also those who can understand Hindi, beautiful talk, 1988, Mumbai, Sri Ganesh Puja. We have mentioned, I had mentioned it earlier. Of course, the translation is available. The talk is in Hindi, but translation is available on Amruta. So if you are able to somehow get the blessings of Sri Ganesha, it's much easier. I always feel that we are surrendered to Sri Mataji, but still we do not really know her, how she works. Sri Ganesha, he knows her very well. And if you are surrendered to him, he can take to our dear mother. Srimataji talks in 83 Tivoli Ganesh Puja, Italy. He says, just catch hold of his two little feet and he will take you where in the on the very high level of spirituality. Sri Ganesha, who is always in Nirvikalpa. Srimati talks in Shree 1991. So he's the one who can take us to Nirvikalpa. And one more thing Sri Mataji has mentioned is, unless and until our Ganesh principle is settled, our realization has no meaning. So this is the very first deity, first chakra, whom we have to really try to nourish. And he is present on all the chakras. He gives, as a Vice Chancellor, again, it's 86 Sri Ganesh Puja. It's a very, very good talk, San Diego. He gives the permission for the Kundalini to pass through every chakra. Now, he also reminds us in all the circumstances, whenever we hear the talks of Srimati, I am sure everybody hears them. We meditate, we hear the talk, and then we forget about it. No. Sri Ganesha is the one who reminds us in every situation. There are lots and lots of talks of Srimataji, and in which she has covered every single situation in our life. For example, at this moment, when the world is going through all this turmoil, wars and everything going on, COVID coming up, going down, I am reminded of Srimataji's talk in Navratri in 1996, wherein Srimataji says that you ask your question, what will happen to my family? What will happen to my country? What will happen to Srimataji? What will happen to Sahaja? Then you can also ask what will happen to the world. And then she says that Mother not only believes in giving you problems, but she believes in giving you solutions. And the solution is that you have to be very strong, very, very strong. And for that, meditation is very important. So in all situations, Sri Ganesha reminds us. And Sri Ganesha also helps us to forgive easily. The more we are innocent, the easier it is for us to forgive. Now, what happens exactly inside when we meditate is that these three channels we have within us, the Idam, Pida, Sushumna, Pingla, Sushumna, left side, right side, and the center. So these are always, we are using them. Now, what happens is the Kundalini goes up through the central channel. It's called Brahmadadi. It's very, very thin. Now, if this left side or right side is stronger, then it presses the middle channel. The Kundalini cannot go up. And when we meditate more and more, this opens out. Because first it is closed because of left or right side. Then it opens out. It opens out more and more. And that tube is there. Very easily, Kundalini can go up. Srimati talks about it very beautifully in Sankranti Puja 88 in Mumbai. She calls it an axis. So this is what exactly happens when we meditate. Now, what are the effects of meditation? All these qualities of Srimati, which she has mentioned, of the spirit, that we have compassion, we have love, we have forgiveness, witnessing power. All those things start manifesting through our spirit. You can say the spirit starts manifesting in our attention. So more we meditate, the more it expresses. To give an image, I always give an image. It's like you have got a bulb, you have got the wire, and you have got the electricity. Now, the more there is current, more there is voltage, more there is light in the bulb. So the Kundalini, we can say, more it goes up, the more it gives the brightness to our spirit. The spirit shines more brighter and brighter. Now what happens is when we are in thoughtlessness, last time we spoke about, Dushyant had asked me a question in the daytime, how to happen, how to keep our attention normal in all the circumstances, is that in thoughtlessness. In that thoughtlessness, once we meditate deeply, that thoughtlessness can remain. But let's see what happens exactly when we are thoughtless. She talks about it in Gudi Padwa 76. When you are in thoughtless awareness, you must know that you are in the kingdom of God, and His people, His arrangements, His consciousness is going to look after you. You have to understand that when we say mantras, we say prayers, in all the other ones also, the other religions, all the other, even in India, everywhere, we say prayers. But the difference here is we get the acknowledgement. We send it delivery with acknowledgement. You get the acknowledgement. You get the realization that, yes, whatever I do, I can feel it. It has worked. It has happened. It's just not thoughts. It's just not words. Now, when we get our realization, there are three things which happen within us. The three detection instruments: one is Kundalini, one is Sahasrara, one is the vibration. Now, we have talked about it in the last session. Now, let's see Sahasrara, what happens. Now, Sahasrara is the Satyakhand. Shree Mataji talks about it in What is Sahasrara? Talk about Sahasrara 1983, Delhi. So she says it's the Satyakhand. So whatever we feel on the Sahasrara has to be the truth. You might remember the promise which Srimataji gave in How to Meditate, Mumbai, 1976. She says, I'm with you all the time, everywhere. You just close your eyes and I'm there with you. Where is she? She resides here. And she's always there, always there. All we have to see is to just see it and she is there. I always give images. It's like when you see your computer screen, you don't want any program, you just put it on the bottom of the screen. When you click on that, the whole thing comes out. The same thing, when you put your attention on Sahasrara, you can feel it, you can feel her presence. And we know she has redeemed us. And she comforts us. We have seen it last time, she comforts us. So all these things happen. And she also helps us out in all the situations. Also, Srimati says that Sahasrara is the only instrument which will work out Sahaja Yoga in the modern times. It's in Sasrade Puja 1991. Because what happens is, when your Sasrara is open, all illusions, all misunderstandings, all the false ideas, Srimati says, self-imposed ignorance drops out. Srimati talks about it in 1998. All these are the effects of meditation. And this depth of meditation gives us the faith, enlightened faith. Srimati talks about it in 1993 Easter Puja. And what also happens is that gives us the surrendering powers. And the most important thing what happens is that it gives us the power to change our surroundings. How do we change our surroundings? Is that more we go deeper within ourselves, the more our antennas grow outside. And those antennas, now we know with mobiles, they send the waves. And that helps. More we go deep, the more antenna goes up. Srimati talks about very well in May 87, Sydney. I think so, the 6th of May, Sydney. She talks about it. And how does it happen? Is because of the vibrations. Now, these vibrations are not something dead. So these vibrations are not something dead stuff. It's something which is living. It works. In December 78, somebody asked a question to Srimataji. It's a 7-minute talk. What are vibrations? And in that, Srimataji says that these vibrations, they have their communication centers. They do everything. You don't do anything. And she repeats, they do everything. You don't do anything. So if that is the case, we should try to emit those vibrations. And that comes also with the meditations. There is one Sahaja, was one Sahaja in Mumbai, Mr. Fadke. He did a lot of experiments on vibrations. And he told Srimataji. Srimati also could help him out with some replies. Srimataji insisted that he should write a book of all these experiences about vibrations. So this book, it was written in Marathi. It's on the Divine Cool Breeze, and it's also in English. It was translated into English. Now, in this book, you can see how the vibrations have helped in so many ways. I had the honor of knowing him. He was like our family member, to come to our house, so humble and so deep. So these things we can really, these are the things which we can feel our sahasrara. I think so now it's high time we go into meditation. It's very important to meditate, because I feel without meditation, all words remain the words. It's the depth of the meditation which really helps us. Otherwise, we cannot realize Srimataji. And we have to realize Srimataji. We have to feel her in our sahasrara. Every time, every moment of our life. So we can just bow down to Srimataji and put a bandhan. We can go into meditation afterwards. So we can all do it together. You can slowly raise our Kundalini and put us as a bandhan. Again. Mataji, we all the Sahajogis of the world, those who are watching this video, humbly pray at your lotus feet and take your permission to enter the state of meditation. Please give us the permission. Enter the state of meditation. You can say the three Maha mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Lakshmi Maha Saraswati Maha Kali Triguణatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Now we can just see some extract of Srimataji in which he explains what is the importance of meditation. So this is the extract of two talks, Kundalini Puja 1993 and Diwali 2002. So we can hear the Amrut Vani of Srimataji.
In you and me is of course very intimate, that you should be in my body. But if you people are not meditating, it's very mundane thing I must tell you. Dhyanagamya. If you are not meditating, then I have no relationship with you. You are not my relation. You have no right on me. You have no question to be asked. Why this is happening, why that is happening. So if you do not meditate, I always say meditate, meditate. I have nothing to do with you. You are no more there for me. It has no connection with you. Then you are like all other people. You may be Sahajogis, you might have got your Sahaja degree from your leaders, maybe, I don't know. and maybe that you are regarded as something very great. But if you do not do your meditation every day, evening, morning or evening, you will be really not anymore in the realm of Shree Mataji. Because the connection is only through dhyana, through meditation. I have known people who do not do meditation. Then they suffer, their children suffer, then something happens, then they start coming and telling me. But I see clearly that the person is not meditating. I have no relationship with him. He has no right to ask me anything. In the beginning, of course, the meditation takes some time. But once you will know what is meditation is, how you enjoy my company, how you are one with me, how we can have a rapport with each other. There's no need to have anything else in between, like writing letters or maybe some sort of a special connection. Nothing of that. Only thing that is needed is the meditation. In meditation you grow. In that spiritually you become higher. And when that happens, you start, in a way, I would say, that when you reach a state of that, I should say, maturity in Sahaja Yoga, then you don't want to give up your meditation, because that time you are absolutely one with me. That doesn't mean for 3 hours, 4 hours you should do meditation. But it is how much intensely you are with me is important. Now it is not how much time you are with me. Then I am responsible for your children, for everyone. I am responsible for your ascent, for your protection, to save you from all your negativity. So it's not like a father who will directly punish you. It's not that. But it's just, all right, you are not my relation, I'm out. That's the only thing that can happen. If you are not meditating, all right, I cannot force you. I have nothing to do with you. You may have other relationship outside, outward. But this inner relationship by which you get your benevolence, you cannot have without meditation. I've been telling all of you, please meditate every day. But I think people are also not understanding the importance of what I'm saying. Because they tell me, Mother, we don't meditate. Why? Now we are realized, so why should we meditate? Now this instrument is fully made. But if it is not all the time connected for the mains, what's the use of having it? In that meditation, you will feel the love, the divine love, the beauty of that divine love. A complete panorama changes. A meditative person has a very different attitude, a very different temperament, a very different life, and he lives always in complete satisfaction with himself. So today, as being the first day, as you say, of the Advent, we can say that it is the first day when the Advent took place, as we are worshipping today. Of course, it was not today, but still we can say that if that is so. If it has happened, and it has been helpful to you, it has been a great blessing to you, then must know how to preserve it, must know how to enhance it, must know how to enjoy it. You should not just get satisfied with one, you can say, one dance drama or one this thing, one that. But you should have a full oneness with the divine, full oneness. And that is possible only if you really meditate, which is quite an easy thing to do. To meditate is Some people say, Mother, we cannot get over time, we cannot think, we are all the time thinking something, or that time we want to see the watch. In the beginning, you may have a little problem. I am not saying you may not have, you may have. But that's only in the beginning. But gradually you will be all right. Gradually you will master it. Gradually you will know it so well that you would not like to have anything else of a cheaper type. You wouldn't care for such a thing. You see, so to get to your beauty, to get to your glory, to get to your own great personality, which is now exposed to you, only thing you have to do really religiously is to meditate. That's not that. Every day you should do meditation. Those who do not do meditation are capable of falling down. Because meditation is like putting oil into the lamp. Those who do not meditate, think they can do without it, are sadly mistaken. They have to meditate morning and evening. The problem is, everything comes so handy, so simple, that they don't understand that meditation is very important. Many people. Not you, but there are many I know who get realization, don't meditate. And their style is different. Their nature is different. Meditation is such a soothing thing, such a beautiful way of connection with the divine, that all your problems get solved in that meditative mood. If you are not meditating, you are not following meditation, then maybe your light will go down. It won't give sufficient light. It's important, very important, to find out about yourself, about others, in the meditation. How to do meditation? Many people ask. Don't do anything. To just go into thoughtless awareness. Try to go to the thoughtless awareness. If you can get into that condition of thoughtless awareness, you've done your job. Because that's the point where you are with the truth, with the reality, with the joy, with everything that is so fundamental. When you meditate, try not to make some sort of a function out of it. No. Meditation is something silencing yourself, silencing your thoughts, and going to that deep ocean which is within you itself. But supposing you don't do that, if you don't meditate, I can make out immediately those who are meditating and those who are not. It's not difficult for me. Those who do not meditate are always hesitating. They are confused. They can't understand. And that's why meditation is the most important thing in search. Just like a light burns with the electricity flowing in it, you can say, or by because of the candles. In the same way, meditation is a continuous availability of the divine force. That will reduce all your apprehensions. Not only that, but takes out all the negative thoughts. It takes out all the discouraging things. And when you are meditating like that, thoughtless awareness, then you will be amazed how you are helped from within and without. It's a terrible power that works, this thoughtless awareness. So those who do not meditate cannot go very much far with the advantage of Sahaja. One should try to meditate and go up to the point of thoughtless awareness. So, what happens to you? If you are in thoughtless awareness, what happens to you is that you get the confidence, complete confidence of divinity. It's only possible when you meditate and become thoughtlessly aware. That's the point where divine works. It helps. It comes to your help in such a way that you don't know how you have achieved it. So thoughtless awareness is the first point all of you should achieve. Very important. After that, we can achieve something else. But the first step is thoughtless awareness. It's very important to become thoughtlessly aware, because then there are no thoughts coming from the left or right, from the present or the future. Just in the present, you are there. It's something you all have. It's not that I'm saying that to you, but all of you have this. But steady yourself. You have to steady yourself at thoughtless awareness. How long? That's not the point. The point is, once you touched it, you will go on touching it. Many people meditate, but their thought process is going on. They are not thoughtlessly silent. Now, this is the one point which is very important. If you have to grow, you should be absolutely in connection with the divine through thoughtless awareness. You don't have to pray. You don't have to call anyone. Nothing. It just works because it is within you. All these thoughts are bombarding from both the sides in your mind. These thoughts that are coming to you have no meaning with you. They do not substantiate yourself. You are an ocean. And you have to get into that state of thoughtless awareness. It is always described while meditating, go into thoughtless awareness. No thought is important because it's your own creation. But if you have to become with the divine creation, you have to get to that state of thoughtless awareness, minimum of minimum. Once that comes to you, gradually it will grow. And you will be amazed how you will be able to grow into Sahaja in a very big way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Srimataji, for these beautiful words of wisdom. And these explanations, as only a mother can tell, can explain. As we said earlier, the deity who can really take us to the Nirvikalpa state is Sri Ganesha. And just pray, Sri Ganesha, please forgive me if I have done anything wrong against your principles. I am completely surrendered to our mother, to your mother, but I don't know her. Please take me to her. With full devotion, we can say 4 times mantra of Sri Ganesha with the right hand on the Mother Earth, as if you are doing a arti to Sri Ganesha who is in your Muladhara chakra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganesha Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And just try to feel in our Muladhara chakra, see what we feel. Feel lightness, you can feel coolness, you can feel something moving. Maybe we do not feel anything. Just now, Srimataji talked a lot about thoughtlessness. In our meditation, we should try to reach that state of thoughtlessness. Our attention has to be thoughtless, because our attention always moves everywhere, does not allow us to be in the thoughtless state. And when we reach that state of thoughtless attention, then it is easier to go into the Sahasrara. So we can all listen to Amrutani of Sri Mataji, in which Sri Mataji talks about the importance of having a thoughtless attention.
So, the best thing for all of you is to become thoughtless. That's the blessing of Christ. That's what He worked it out for. And I'm sure if you work it out, that don't pay attention to others. Don't react. Just don't react. Everything they will see, they'll react. What is the need? What is the use? What are you going to do with that reaction? This reaction creates nothing but ripple of thoughts in your mind. I have told you hundreds of times. And now you have to become absolutely thoughtless after this puja. If that happens, I think we have achieved a lot. That's the biggest blessing that Christ has given you, which you should really enjoy. Then only this Akash Tattva in you will work. And how it works? Through your attention. It works with me, as you know. With my attention, I work out many things. How? Just my attention has become thoughtless. Just thoughtless. It goes wherever it goes, it works. But if you put your attention for thought all the time, for thinking, then it doesn't do the work that it is supposed to do. Attention works marvelously if you are thoughtless, otherwise it doesn't. So it has to rise from your own self, then from others, to the higher level of humanity, where you are in communication with the sky, which we can call it as the tanmatra, or the essential or the essence of ether. With ether, you can have television, you can have telephone. It's a miracle otherwise. But with this tanmatra, sitting down here, you can do the job. It works. Just attention works. I know that. You also know very well. But you don't have to ask me to put the attention. You just put the attention and it will work. It's a very important thing that you have got. I think that is the first thing. Once you have, no problem. But we start manifesting from the earth element, then from the Agni element, then from the Jala element, and then we come to Tejas. The face starts shining. But lastly, we get this thoughtless awareness by which our attention is absolutely free to do some special work. But if you are all the time thinking, then for this attention is so busy, so very busy. You don't have to ask me then Mother, please pay attention. You can pay attention and you can work it out. In this attention, you don't feel what you bought, what you are studying, what you are wearing, what others are doing. No, nothing. You are one with yourself.
So we will meditate on Ajna Chakra. Can keep our eyes open. These are the photos of Mahashivratri Puja, 77, 76 or 77. They let me put all my thoughts, all my worries at your lotus feet. Please give me the blessings of thoughtless attention. Thoughtlessness is called nirvichar. Attention is called chitta. And one who bestows upon us is called pradayini, like moksha pradayini. So we'll all just say the once the mantra of Shri, nirvichar chitta pradayini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvichar Chitta Pradayini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Try to see, can close our eyes inside if you can attain this state of thoughtlessness. As we know, Sri Ganesha is present on all the chakras. So on Ajna Chakra, we can awaken his qualities. By saying Sri Ganesha Tvarshisha, with the right hand on the Ajna Chakra, crosswise, and put it on the forehead, press it, bend our head slightly in the front, and you can say Sri Ganesha Tvarshisha. Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshad Atmasi Nityam Ridam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Avatvam Mam Avavaktaram Avashrotaram Avadataram Avadhataram Avanuchanam Avashishyam Avapaschatat Avapurastat Avotaratat Avadakshinatat Avachordvatat Avadharatat Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samantat Tvam Vangmayastvam Chinmaya त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादीन् तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वार परतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण रुद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकार पूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निसृग् गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुरहस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुरिक्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैर्सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात्मरम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः। नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः। साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। We can take down our hand. We'll realize that there are no thoughts. Literally see the thoughtlessness like a blank screen on the television. You can also hear the silence within us. Absolute silence. We can feel the vibrations in our hands. With our attention on the Sahasrara. Let us remain in this state for some time so that this state is more established before we go and meet Srimataji in the Sahasrara. Now we can put the palm of our right hand on the Sahasrara, bend our head in the front. With full humility, ask Sri Mataji her permission to come in her domain, to come in her kingdom, to be in her company. Sri Mataji, please accept me as your child. Whatever limitations, whatever drawbacks I have, let me feel the joy of Sahasrara. Let me feel the Nirananda. Please give me the blessings of Nirvikalpa in my Sahasrara. The stage of Nirvikalpa is called Nirvikalpa Sthiti. So you can just say once the mantra of Shri, Nirvikalpa Sthiti Pradayini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvikalpa Sthiti Pradayini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shree Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. You can just raise your hand a little bit. Try to feel the vibrations coming out of your Sahasrara. Raise your hand more and more. You still feel the cool breeze coming out. Then you can put down the hand. Now starts the second and the most important stage of meditation, where we do not do anything, where you just be. First stage is called Nyasa, is the preparation, where we say the mantras, we say the affirmations, we listen to the talk, we do everything. Here we don't do anything. We just be in the presence of Shree Mataji, suck our vibrations through our sastra. That's all. Let's be in this state for some time. This is when Sri Mataji nourishes us. Thank you, Srimatiji. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to be in your company. To allow us to feel the Sahasrara, and to take us into the state of Nirvikalpa. Thank you again and again. Jai Srimataji, we can sing the three Maha mantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
We can all bow down to Srimataji and slowly put a bandhan. So we can end this small session prayer to Srimataji. Srimataji, in these 4 sessions, I have tried to share the blissful moments at the opportunity to be with you, to share the miracles, to share the experiences. If during this sharing I've done any mistakes in the protocol, or if anywhere my ego is interfering, ask for your forgiveness from my heart. My only desire is that my brothers and sisters should all go into the Nirvikalpa state before 21 March 2023. And if these sessions help them to realize Srimataji, who is Adi Shakti, it will be a very humble offering. Jai Srimataji.
Jai Srimatuji, uncle. Wonderful meditation session. I don't think there is anything left to say. The experience was truly wonderful, to say the least. With a prayer to Mother, uncle, we'll end today's session. To everyone who's listening to these sessions, as mentioned earlier, links to earlier session can be found in the description of this particular session. Please do go through those particular sessions as well. There are some beautiful experiences which Abdul uncle has shared in those sessions as well. We would like to thank Mother for blessing us with this wonderful session and these series of sessions. With today's session, we'll end these series of sessions. We'll try and formulate some other series as well shortly. But this is the last session in the series of these sessions that we are doing with Abdul uncle. Jai Shri Mataji to everyone. With Mother's blessing, we'll end today's session. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji. Jai Shri Mataji, everybody. Jai Shri Mataji. My love to all.